A dated interior, a platform from over 10 years ago, and a non-turbo V6. How is this car possibly selling so well in 2025? Let's talk about the Lexus IS. Welcome back everyone to the Curbside Corner, where I overthink cars so you don't have to. Before we get started in this video, if you could please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And as my thank you, here's a picture of a sunrise. Today we're talking about a car that honestly should not still exist, but somehow it is, and that is the Lexus IS. The car is aging, it's a little bit old on tech, but somehow buyers are still going after this car. Why, you might ask? Because while everyone's chasing crossovers and turbo torque, Lexus has stuck to its lane, and maybe that's exactly why the IS still works in 2025. Let's talk about the history of the Lexus IS. The Lexus IS started in 1999, when Lexus realized they needed something to compete with the BMW 3 Series. They rebadged the Toyota Altezza from Japan, and boom, the IS 300 was born. It was rear-wheel drive, had a super engine, and a cult following almost overnight. Fast forward to today, and we're talking about the third generation, which came out in 2013. Yes, over 10 years ago. That platform is still being used today. And since 2013, Lexus has kept refining the IS platform. In 2017, there was a few updates, but big facelifts came in 2021. And one of the best features that I truly believe that all cars should have is that in 2021, the Lexus IS received Apple CarPlay. And Lexus has spent its entire time building its reputation doing things its own way. Quiet stated luxury, bulletproof reliability, and just the right amount of sportiness without trying too hard. Lexus has never been seen as trying to chase trends. They're not continuously overhauling cars like its competition, and yes, that sometimes means older tech, older platforms, but the upside, you get rock solid reliability and extremely strong values. As someone who's looking at Lexus ISs to purchase, something I found extremely interesting is that because the platform has been around since 2013, it is extremely common to see older versions of the car being popped up with newer versions of the car, but they look very attractive. They look very similar. However, of course, the car is a lot better in the 2025 versions, but they look very similar. Now, here's a fun fact that I found out when I was doing research about the Lexus IS. This third generation of the Lexus IS is built on the Toyota N platform, which is a versatile rear-wheel drive architecture used not just with the Lexus models, but also with Japanese domestic market sedans, like one of the cars that I saw when I went to Japan that I think is extremely fancy, the Toyota Crown. It's like finding out that your compact luxury car is actually built off of the bones of extremely high-class Japanese products. Now, moving into my final topic of this video is something I want to talk about that's not truly seen on any of the spec sheets or all of the new cars that come out, and that is the cost of ownership and the reliability of Lexus in general. And because this platform is extremely old, it's over 10 years old, there's something that's special about this. It is just Toyota engineering at its best. Just years and years of progress and reiterations of a car to now you get a car that's just Toyota engineering and it's tried and true, and it will keep working for years and years and years. And in a market where cars are continuously becoming more and more complex, it's great to see a car that just sticks to its roots. Yeah, it's an older platform, but the IS just keeps it simple. And for better or for worse, this keeps costs to repair this car relatively low compared to its competition. I have done tons of research on this car, and still to this day, I go onto different websites to look for cars, Auto Trader, Cars, Auto Tempest, and I still cannot find cheap hidden gems of Lexus ISs. They either sell extremely well or they're vastly more expensive than their competition. But I truly think that's what's special about the Lexus IS, is that you get a car that, yes, it's expensive and yes, it's a premium, but that car still holds its value years and years later. I'm still looking at Lexus ISs from 2015, 2016 with high mileage that are still selling in the $20,000, which is incredible because if you look at the German competition, you can get BMWs and Audis and Mercedes for a fraction of that cost with much better features and newer tech. But I would say the cult following of the Lexus IS is quite rare and awesome to see, that people just love their Lexuses, and to a better extent, people just love their Toyotas. And to me, this indicates that even in 2025, a platform that is already more than 10 years old, getting close to 15 years old at this point, is still a fantastic buy in 2025. But I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Do you think the Lexus IS is underrated, overrated? Do you think it's worth the premium cost compared to its competition? Would love to hear your thoughts down below. But as always, my name is Eric. Thank you so much for pulling up to the curb, and let's talk cars.